This podcast is part of the Loosely Connected Network. Visit www.thelooselyconnected.com for more great podcast networks, Twitch streams, YouTube channels, and more.
I love the Power Club.
Come with me if you want to live.
I love the Power Club.
No time for time travel.
All right, welcome to another episode of the No Time for Time Travel podcast, where we are a podcast for nerds by nerds. My name is Tony. Joining me all the way from not Sweden, which is Paris, is Quoc.
Hello.
You still say your hellos like when you said it in Sweden. So
You want me to say bonjour instead?
hey, actually, bonjour makes sense, huh?
Fine, I'll say bonjour. Bonjour.
Do you actually have what's the right way to say? Because I always hear it like you get bonjour, but then that's from like Beauty and the Beast.
I guess bon, like shake your like a bowl, sort of like a dish bowl sort of thing, but you don't see the L. So bon and then jour.
Bon.
It's like sure. It's like sure, but then you make it more like a. You know how like a J that sounds like a Z.
Like
sure.
I thought you were like, you know Jay-Z?
No, it just sounds like a Z. Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, we are a podcast for nerds by nerds, and we take a topic that you guys suggest us to talk about every week, and then we talk about it as the main topic of the episode. So let me see. You know, I told you what the topic was yesterday.
Yeah.
I think I messed up. There was no topic suggestion.
Okay, well, we're going to use that topic anyways.
Okay, because that was an answer to a different question.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we thought that Judge Greg suggested us to talk about football, but I guess he was answering a different question for question of the week, or community question. And so we actually don't have a topic of the week. So, okay. I guess we can talk about football.
We'll make it work.
Okay. Football. So Quoc lived in the U.S. for a while, and then I am born in the U.S. and I'm still in the U.S. So when we hear football, we think of like American football. And then where you are now, football is actually soccer in the U.S., right? Yeah,
it's pretty much every other country except the U.S. calls it football.
Yeah, I know. So wait, what's our topic then?
Okay. So are we still doing football?
If you want to, I think we should now because we extensively explained it.
Then yes, you'll find out more about our discussion later on.
Okay.
But first, the news.
Well, first, how you doing?
Oh yes, that too.
Yes.
It's good. I actually went to outside with my company over the weekend and over last weekend. We went to Portugal and we went to Portugal just to hang out at a hotel and just surf and do stuff there by the beach. And then now I have ear in my water, stuck there since last Monday.
Wow. Wait, was this like a team building thing or just like an outing or what?
Yeah, I guess it's like normally offsite, like you go off your studio to offsite somewhere and it just kind of team building / talk about work, but we don't actually talk about work. We just hang out and just have fun and do stuff. So it's pretty much just a company paid expense trip, and then you just go there and just have fun with your teammate to just find out more about them, talk, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
So it's like when you go to conferences, but then it's paid for, and you don't have to really talk. You just talk about normal stuff instead of work.
Oh, okay. Kind of like, did you watch Fresh Off the Boat?
No.
Oh, okay. There was an episode that was kind of like that, where they went on all the different restaurant owners or something with hang out, but it was like a company kind of vacation thing.
Oh yeah, something similar to that.
Huh, cool. Yeah, and you said about conferences, right? So there are some conferences that are paid for, like for my work. Like it's just there's a budget, and then I had to be cognizant on which conference I apply it to. And then the other ones,
gotcha.
The cheaper conferences I use out of pocket, but the more expensive ones, like the national ones, then is the one that work would pay for, or I would choose work to pay for. So Yep.
Cool.
So
But
go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, like, I've been hearing that you've been waking up quite early. No, early, Tony. You want to fill
Yeah.
in the listeners?
Yeah. So I'm on call for work right now. And then on Thursday morning at 1 or 2, we had like a system failure, and then it was supposed to go into backup, but the backup failed. So yeah. And then we identified the issue at that time. And then the backup system was brought back up. Then this morning at 2 a.m., we had another failure, and the backup failed for the same reason that happened on Thursday. That was for some reason, whatever reason it was, they didn't fix that reason that was known. So there was a lot of miscommunication and going around, and people not understanding what was going on, and other people saying, it's not that big of a deal, when it's actually putting a halt on all systems. So yeah, that was a fun morning. So that was from 2 a.m. to 7 a.m.
Are they the same people who call you, or
No, well, okay, the people who call me are the people that are the end users on the system that are experiencing issues. So
Right.
that's when I get notified, and then I find out it's something, in the back end that's worse. So then
I see.
yeah, I page all the other people who are involved, and none of them have any idea what's going on. And they were all surprised too. And yeah, it's just, but then in the meantime, the vendors over in the state are already working on it, but they're not working on it urgently because they don't think it's a safety issue. But it is a safety issue.
Oh.
So yeah, just, things like that.
Yeah. When you like messaged me in in like my I guess my morning, which is like your 2 or 3 in the morning, I was like, why are you up?
Yeah.
and it's on like a regular day. I was like, why are you up? This doesn't make sense. And normally, like, either you get insomnia or like some sort of emergency, and then you told me like, oh, it's work related. Like, oh, okay, I'm surprised you're awake. You woke up to an alarm or to a phone, but
this is probably my worst on-call rotation that I've had so far.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there were so many issues the last 2 weeks. I don't know what's going on. It doesn't help that we're supposed to be upgrading soon, but then like we have all these regular issues suddenly. So.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess like once it updates, everything's gonna be new then, and everybody's gonna be more confused, and more of it's gonna happen frequently.
We'll see. It's funny because the upgrade's happening when I'm not here. When I'm going to be in Europe, so I'm not going to be the on-call.
Even better.
Yeah.
Just come back to the fire, not in the middle of the fire.
Yeah. Don't be in the middle putting out fires. Wait till like everything's burned first.
Come back from it and then just find out like, oh, my work's burned down.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah. So if listeners didn't know, Tony was awake really early today as well.
Yeah. So 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. And right now we're recording at 10 a.m.
Yeah. So he got like about 3 hours of sleep, and then we were supposed to. He's supposed to wake up like I guess like an hour after, or 2 hours, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour after like 7 at 8 instead of. And he's like, oh well, Tony, you just go take a nap. I need you to just be alive and not just die.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that just shows how dedicated Tony is to this podcast.
Oh man! After this, at noon, I gotta record for my other podcast too.
Podcasts.
The what?
Not podcast.
Yeah.
I said I was correcting myself to podcast.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got another one that I'm interviewing someone, so I have to do that one too. And that one,
you have to be functional.
That one's more like I need to be really functional since it's a professional interview.
Yeah. So you need a mini nap. Just go for it.
I don't know if I should mini nap because then I probably like sleep through the time that I'm supposed to be interviewing.
That's true. Well, I guess how much time do you have in between the podcasts?
Just an hour.
Okay, so enough to get food.
Yes.
And then Yeah. All right, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're alive, and it's almost time for you to go to Europe. Only 1.5 more month.
1.5 more month for what?
That's right.
For what?
Until you go to Europe.
Oh yeah. I was like, for school? No, like I still have school until May. I'm like, oh man.
Oh, poor Tony. All you can think about is all the unfortunate stuff right now.
Yeah, it's
Stuff what?
it's stressful too because like I have an assignment due on Wednesday, but I can't even work on it today or tomorrow because after the next podcast, it'll be my cousin's wedding that I have to go to, and then tomorrow I'm working at my per diem job in LA at the other hospital. So I'm like, what the heck, man? Yeah.
Are you still working there? I didn't know that. I thought you were just dedicated to like 2 jobs now.
You think I quit jobs? I've not quit a job yet.
Well, I mean, not quit job, but like redistribute your time to a different job.
Yeah, but I mean, I still have time at the other job.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, having time is not the really correct term, but yeah.
Yeah, I was like, having time. Okay, but yeah, because I thought like you were, because like last time, like a while ago, you were saying like, if they don't give me this, I'm done here, and then they didn't give you it, and then you're like, oh, here you are still there.
Wait, what? It was if they didn't give me the flexibility, right? Then I'm done.
Yeah.
And then they gave me the flexibility.
Oh, they did give it to you. I thought it was like some sort of condition or something like that.
Yeah. It was the condition of having to work at that place X amount of times per month or something.
Right.
Yeah, and then they were like, oh, just come when you want. I'm like, oh.
Okay.
Well, that pushed me away from actually quitting. So yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, no, it was I was very close to quitting because I really needed to kind of like optimize my time.
Right.
But then if I had quit, then it would kind of be like, well, I don't have a job in which I'm within the direct patient care anymore. It would just be on the systems build side. So that was kind of like,
you lose that experience.
Yeah, that was kind of like my weighing option, right? So do I stay in that position to still keep that skill set and then suffer through not being flexible, or do I leave and then have more flexibility because I'm no longer having to work there? So what ended up happening is I still get to work there, but now I'm flexible. So I was like, oh, okay then. I guess I'm not leaving.
Everything worked out.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Let's move on to the news.
Okay.
So what news items do you have? If you have any.
I don't know. I feel like I don't remember when we last talked about stuff.
Well,
I
could start with something.
Okay.
Fortnite is crossing over with Batman. What?
Oh, yeah. So I only know a little about it, but I didn't know. But go ahead, Tony.
Oh, that's all I know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Apparently, like one of my friends is working over at Fortnite right now, or with Fortnite, and he was telling me today like about how like he can't tell me too much about it just yet, but then more about like there's like a release. Is it today? I believe.
Let me see. Yeah, today, because today's Batman Day.
Or recently. Yeah. So today, the 21st of September, is when they have like assets or Batman and Fortnite stuff. Yeah, so I think it's because probably like the anniversary, because I saw like on the Epic Store, it's like they had like a bundle for 6 Batman games. So I think it's probably to celebrate that as well.
Yeah, no, that's true, because today, like, my friend non-messaged the group and says, today's Batman Day. And then I went on video game news. It says, Fortnite versus cross Batman officially confirmed. I was like, oh, okay. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I was looking at the skins.
I didn't know, like,
the Catwoman skin. It just, it fits in Fortnite very well, because they're doing the animations, the art style of the 90s cartoon, but with, 3D.
Oh, okay.
So it looks kind of cool. Let me see. What else? Pre-orders for Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition is now available. Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII Remastered for Nintendo Switch bundle is announced. Let's see. Oh, Batman Arkham and Lego Batman trilogies are free.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. They're free on the Epic Game Store. Yeah, cool. Must be a lot of.
So it's pretty cool. Like I logged on. I was like, oh, okay.
There, what? Sorry, you were cutting out.
Oh, sorry. I said like I logged on and just saw like they gave like a bundle of like 3 Arkham Batman games and then 3 Batman Lego games. I was like, oh, this is really nice.
Yeah, cool. And then 2 days ago, Devil May Cry 2 is available on Nintendo Switch. That's surprising. I didn't think Nintendo Switch.
On Switch.
Yeah, the Nintendo Switch.
Wow, it's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't even know it can handle a game like that.
I mean, wait, is it 2? 2 is like PlayStation 1 or 2.
Oh, maybe it's PS2. Maybe. Yeah, I guess the Switch can handle that.
If it's like 1, it definitely can handle it. If it's 2, I don't know.
Yeah.
3 is definitely like a little bit out of the.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and there's a new Pokemon for Sword and Shield. It's they just revealed it. It's actually the evolution form of Farfetch'd. So
it's the evolution form. Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, so Farfetch'd evolves into another one where his face looks more like stern, and then he has like a shield made of a leaf, and then his sword becomes longer, and or his stick becomes like a sword. It's actually just a green onion, but then in the shape of a sword.
Yeah.
And his name is Surfetched.
Yeah. Oh, because I saw like the trailer. It's like, oh, it's just Farfetch'd. Did it change his thing to make it like that? I was like, oh, I didn't know it was evolution.
Yeah, Surfetched. That's so funny. And he has a sword, and it's in Pokemon Sword. Ha 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 ha.
Yep, and shield.
Oh yeah, and he has a shield. Yeah, what the heck? So is this like a more like medieval battle kind of thing with the Pokemon? Is that why?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was like the theme at first. I didn't know. That's why I didn't know it was like the evolution, because like, oh, there's a sword and a shield, so it's part of like the advertising campaign.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe there's only that one Pokemon that has that.
But it made sense, maybe.
And then they're like, oh, look, it's a sword and a shield, and we're calling it Sword and Shield, so let's advertise it. Let me see, what else? Oh, Mortal Kombat, the movie, has started to film in Australia.
Oh, right. Yeah, you were telling me like all the cast.
Yeah, I'm a little worried though.
The finalized cast, right?
Yeah.
Why?
The director, this is his first time doing a big movie. So.
What was he doing before?
I don't know, actually. I looked it up, but I forgot.
Weren't you excited about the director, or was it just mostly the cast?
It was the producer I was excited for, James Wan.
Producers.
Yeah, but the director is like brand new, completely brand new. So yeah. Hey, the next Mega Man series has started. Has already been selected. The title in the next series. Yeah.
I didn't hear news about that.
Yeah, this happened cool. This past week. Let me see. So
Mega Man series. Wait, what's it called? 12.
I don't know actually. He's not allowed to unveil the title.
Tony?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Now I can hear you. Earlier you just cut off, and you was like, "Oh, it's so quiet all of a sudden."
No, so I was just reading about the Mega Man thing. It's they don't know what the title is, but they already selected it. They just can't say it. So
okay.
It's kind of dumb. It's like, hey guys, we have a new.
That's exciting.
Well, it's kind of like, hey, we have this thing, but I can't tell you what it is, but we have it. So
yeah, just like be ready. Oh, I'm excited for it though.
Yeah, there's rumors that it would be like a new X or a new mainline. So we'll see. Okay, for video game news, that's all I really have that's new this week. Because last week I already talked about some other stuff. Oh, one thing that you might like, which I talked about last week, is that there will be a new bundle that's going to be released called Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection. So it's going to be all the
cool.
every Zero and ZX game in one system or one game.
Or is it for what, the Switch or?
I think so. Let me see. It might be cross-platform. I'm not sure. I mean, it would make sense to be cross-platform.
Yeah.
Let's see. It says It doesn't. Let me see. It's going to be cross-platform: PS4, Switch, Xbox One, and PC. And it will be 6 games and 5 heroes, 2 series, and then it says 1 cartridge or disc. Because
1 cartridge or
because they're trying to be like cool with the marketing. It's like 6 games, 5 heroes, 2 series. It's like 1 cartridge or disc.
Yeah.
It's going to be released January 21st, 2020.
I mean, it's cool. I never played like the Zero ZX, but I heard it was really fun, so I might get it.
Wait, is Zero ZX like its own thing, or is it ZX?
Yeah, it's like a. I know this was on like the 3DS, and I didn't have a 3DS at the time, or like maybe Game Boy Advance, I think. And then it's just like very different from how it's similar, but it's different times. Style or time zone or timeline or whatever.
No, it's in the future. Like I know I played Mega Man Zero. I really like Mega Man Zero.
Okay.
But ZX, I didn't know if the game was called Mega Man ZX or Mega Man Zero ZX, and I just found out it was called Mega Man ZX. So that's a continuation of Zero, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought you played Mega Man Zero, and you were the one who told me that you thought it was like a Metroidvania.
Wait, hold on. I might have played Zero, but I haven't played the other one. Let me see.
Yeah, I've never played ZX.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I have played Zero then. Yeah, I only played Zero, but I never played ZX or V something.
Okay. Yeah, ZX looks interesting. I just don't know if I would play it. Like I like Zero. I like Zero a lot, but it also took a lot of time. So.
Yeah. I mean, all those games took a lot of time.
That's. All right, so let's see what else is new. The Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover. They officially announced. Okay, actually, backing up, if people who don't know, Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover is a crossover of the big CW superhero shows, which is Arrow, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Batwoman, and Supergirl. So Crisis on Infinite Earths is supposed to serve as, the biggest like crossover they've done, that's been building up ever since, the very beginning, right? It was first mentioned in the first season of Flash. So yeah, that's been a while since it's been building up. And also this is the end of Arrow. So Arrow is no longer the show will end this season. So Crisis is going to be serving as a way to send him off as well.
Wait, is it ending as in, ending season finale, or
series.
Is it like the whole show? Oh, series.
So they're really going all out to kind of like bring an end to the show that started it, and then having it part of the biggest crossover they've ever done. But it's so crazy how many people they've been able to get. So you know how Avengers Endgame, you build the movies through 10 years, and it's all like these characters in this one universe, and then they all come together, right, for Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
So DC TV does it differently, where not only is it a bringing together of everything that's been done in the TV shows from the Arrowverse, but they established a multiverse already, and now they're just getting people left and right from every other DC property that ever existed to be part of this crossover. So it was crazy, because then they got the guy who played the Flash from the 90s to be in it as the Flash, I'm pretty sure. And then they got, the Adam West version of Batman. They actually got the guy who played Robin in that version to come back to the show as well. And then they got Kevin Conroy, the voice of animated Batman that we know growing up. Like, he is in this crossover playing an old version of Bruce Wayne, which sounds insane because it's like, is this like a Batman Beyond thing? Because it sounds like it could be,
Yeah.
And then who else? They have the Linda Carter. They're trying to get back as Wonder Woman. She's the Wonder Woman from like the 80s series. And then who else? I mean, okay, so the biggest recent announcement this week officially was Erica Durance and Tom Welling from Smallville are coming back. So, and the characters they're playing are Erica Durance was Lois Lane on Smallville, and then Tom Welling was Clark Kent on Smallville. And Smallville ended with Clark just starting to become Superman. The characters that they are playing is Superman and Lois 10 years post Smallville series finale. So it's an official epilogue continuation of their story being meshed into this crossover. So it's just crazy. It's like one of those things where it's like, how did this even happen? You know, it's like kind of, it feels almost like when Marvel was able to get Spider-Man into Civil War, you know, because it's like something that it's not like what they made, you know, like not their own movie thing.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I don't know if you're going to watch it, but I will.
Well, I don't have a TV.
You can stream it. It's on the CW. It's going to be on the CW streaming, which is free. You just have to watch ads.
The whole thing is just ads. Ads of like, all the heroes.
You know, ads of every single individual hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just actually very excited too about the two biggest casting that I'm excited about is Tom Welling as Superman. Oh, I forgot. So Brandon Ruth, who played Superman in the movie Superman Returns, you remember that one?
No, Superman Returns.
Yeah, it was the one that was in the 2000s, I think, and it was the first big movie of Superman after Christopher Reeve's movies ended, and it was before Man of Steel was rebooted. So yeah, really? So it was he played him for one movie, but anyway, he's gonna be playing Superman on the crossover as well.
Okay, I vaguely remember this.
Yeah,
but not too much. But yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the crossover as Superman. So there's gonna be 3 Superman on the crossover from different universes. There's gonna be 2 Lois Lanes. There's potentially rumored to be a Green Lantern. So you remember John Diggle from Arrow, his bodyguard in season 1?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He got a bigger role and stuff. So John Diggle, it was like teased in the past seasons that his alternate like in another universe, he's actually John Stewart, which is Green Lantern. So there's like some rumors going around that they're actually gonna show that like this year. That would be insane.
I thought you were gonna say like he's actually Green Lantern's bodyguard too. He's just like a bodyguard everywhere.
Oh man.
In all the universes, he's still the bodyguard.
Yeah. Then he should have been the superhero called the Guardian.
No, he's the Guardian's Guardian.
Oh no.
So he's just a body.
The Body Guardian.
Guardian.
But yeah, that's that announcement. Those things are insane. So, and I told you the other excitement was Kevin Conroy just being like in a live action Bruce Wayne role now. That's just insane. Like,
wait, what is he before?
Kevin Conroy, he's the voice of Batman and Bruce Wayne in all the 90s animated shows. He's literally the voice we grew up with. He's
okay. I thought like afterwards he did some more stuff, like live acting stuff besides the voices.
I think he's always been the voice actor, which is why it's insane that he's doing a live action, not only a live action of some random character, but a live action version of Bruce Wayne. Like it's so insane.
It'll be pretty funny if he's like when you see him, he's actually just like a real person with like a cutout, like a paper cutout of the mask of the 90s Batman.
Yeah, that'd be funny. That'd be funny. One of the multiverse that they go to is actually just a cartoon. they jump into a cartoon.
That'd be cool, actually. I would watch.
Oh, you would? You should watch Supernatural. Look up the Supernatural Scooby-Doo episode. Because there was an episode where for some reason the 2 guys in Supernatural got pulled into a TV, and then the entire episode was a Scooby-Doo episode with them in it.
Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, I saw like some of the clips now. It looks nice.
Yeah, it was funny too because then they started hitting on Daphne. I was like, what the hell? Because then they know, because they grew up with Scooby-Doo and they've always had a crush on Daphne or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what else. I'm looking for non-video game news right now. So the Eternals, they started filming. A Suicide Squad has so many people in their cast now. Let's see. Christian Bale tells Robert Pattinson not to worry about the haters. It's kind of funny right now that Robert Pattinson's casted as the new Batman, right? And everyone's just been talking about like how Christian Bale can give him advice and what does Christian Bale think, blah 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 blah, right? Everyone just kind of skipped over Ben Affleck because he was the last Batman. Why is Christian Bale the one that they're asking for advice and like thoughts and opinions about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. It's sad.
Yep.
funny.
I don't have any other news. Do you?
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
A lot of it was what you told me about Disney Plus. That's it.
What did I tell you about Disney Plus?
Like all the shows that, like pretty much a preview of all the shows that were going to be aired, which is like everything.
Okay.
Like all the, let me see. We're trying to find a conversation we had.
Okay.
So pretty much all the old 90s in front of the vault, all the, where is it? All the shows as well, like the cartoon shows, and let's see, Disney Plus. See what we can find. Yeah, like just like a preview of what they were gonna show like day one already, and it's just pretty much everything. And it's not like one by one. And I think right now there was news about it's being tested in Netherlands, right before like the official November 12th date.
The November 12th date? Wait, say that again?
Oh, so like, it's gonna be it's being tested in in the Netherlands. That's how like people know that what's on the list of shows already before November 12th. So right now, instead of before the US official release, it's already in the Netherlands, I believe.
Oh, so
right?
The Netherlands got it first?
Yeah, so it says here with Disney Plus now it's testing in the Netherlands ahead of its November 12th launch. Here's the list of like the Disney films and TV series based on what they like on the starting day, based on like on what was seen in the Netherlands so far.
Wait, so someone went in the Netherlands account and just listed every single thing?
I don't know how they got there, but it was shared on Twitter. It's in like a testing phase, so it could be like different later on. But officially, it's in the Netherlands.
I didn't know that. Let me see.
It's in the link you sent me.
Oh, I didn't read it. I just look at the list.
Oh.
Oh, Disney Plus goes live in the Netherlands in free trial run. Huh.
Yeah.
Consumers in the Netherlands. What the heck? I thought it was going to be launched November 12th for worldwide.
Mine is Netherlands.
Oh, so it's just testing. So testing out, but they still have the same...
Yeah. It's just to test it out.
Huh.
Yeah, just see, like, I guess the reaction and the demographics and how well it does.
Okay. I guess.
Yeah, and it did say, like, while it appears like all this is just on day one, the streaming offer can be different depending on the country you're in.
Okay.
Yeah, so like the Mandalorian or like Lady and the Tramp live action could not be on your list depending on where you are.
Yeah, they do because I think that was with just even Netflix and Hulu. It's like regional, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. I wonder what kind of licensing causes the regional thing to happen. Because this is all like Disney owned.
Well, we'll see when it comes closer. We still have like another 2 months-ish.
Yeah, Disney Plus, what was it? The list of content. I wanted to check if The Incredible Hulk is actually on it.
Which one?
The one called The Incredible Hulk.
Oh.
The movie.
I see The Incredible Hulk.
The movie?
Oh no, it's TV series.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because for The Incredible Hulk, it's actually not... It's a weird contract. So Universal has the rights to distribute the movie. But Disney owns the character's rights. So in order for them to make a Hulk solo movie, they would have to go through Universal. So, and if Universal drags your feet, then they can't make the movie. That's why you've never seen like Hulk by itself in a movie since The Incredible Hulk. It's always been part of another movie. Yeah.
I see.
So I'm not surprised that I don't see it on the list for Disney Plus, which kind of sucks because it is part of the starting of the Infinity Saga, like that whole movie since the 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, The Incredible Hulk. None of the animated series is on there.
Yeah.
Not the movie. That sucks. Okay. Anyway, do you have any other news? Okay,
Nope.
Let's go to the topic.
Topic of the episode.
Okay, I don't know what the topic is. It's something about football.
Yeah, football.
Football.
All right. Well, I guess we could try to figure out why it was called football in the first place or like in the U.S. when it doesn't revolve around the foot at all.
Let me see. Why is football called soccer? What?
Or not? No. Well, football is called soccer because that makes. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Why? I guess what came first then? Was it the other football, the American football, and then?
I'm like looking up etymology of football. Well, actually, I should look it up for soccer, huh?
Oh yeah.
Huh. Soccer.
Why is it called soccer?
The word soccer originated as an Oxford slang, like ER, abbreviation of association. So soccer is an abbreviation of association. So the Football Association, they took the word association and shortened it to soccer instead of using foot.
How did? Okay, so they took the sock part and just made it.
Yeah. So it's a slang. So let me see what Oxford slang. Let me look at this. It's a colloquial and a facetious. I can't read that. A suffix in Oxford University. It was borrowed from the slang of the rugby school. I was like, what the heck? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, it's a slang. They just put ER on some kind of like shortening of a word. So like rugby football, it could be a rugby or like for what's called football association football or football association. They also called it footer or soccer. So depending on which word you shorten. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, guys, that's why it's called soccer in the U.S. and Canada. Actually, that's what it says. I guess in Canada it's also called soccer.
Well, people I knew didn't call it soccer.
I mean, it makes more sense to be called football, right?
Yeah. I was always wondering about that when I was like a kid. I was like, why is it called soccer? And why is football called football and not the other way around? Because it made more sense like you play with your foot.
Isn't it like
in the ball.
In Vietnamese, like soccer? Isn't it literal translation football? Right? Or kickball? No, it's all kickball. In Vietnamese, it's kickball.
No. Yeah.
Huh.
So
wait, let me see. So it's funny that Canadian, it says in the wiki page on the beginning that in Canada and US they call it soccer, but then in the section that says Canada, it says football refers to association football or Canadian football. American football can be referred to as a full name. So that means often either CFL or NFL. Oh, because Canada actually has a football league, the Canadian Football League.
Oh, right.
There's two different wiki pages for American football versus Canadian football. You see that?
I didn't know that.
I didn't know Canadian football is not the same as American football. What?
I didn't know that either.
Let's see. There are some oh wow, now I'm really curious about this. This is interesting. So there are key differences between American and Canadian football. There's like the playing area is different, the team size is different, the ball is different. They're both manufactured by Wilson, but the ball is different. In Canadian football, it's a little bit larger because of bigger specifications.
Right.
Huh. Number of downs in American football, it has 4 downs to advance. 10 yards. In Canadian football, it's 3 downs. You know the rules for football, right?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, all this time I was thinking, when you say football, I went to soccer. I was like, there's a difference between Canadian soccer?
Oh,
I didn't know that.
No. I guess when anything is called football by itself, it is just like the soccer thing, right? Everywhere, even if it's like here, right? If someone calls football, they mean soccer here. But the term American football is what we see with NFL. And then the term Canadian football is what you see with the CFL. So, but because American football is in America and we're like, when we're here, we're Americans, we just call it football. So,
yeah.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
Asian food we just call food, because we're Asian.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, I'm gonna have some Asian food. I'm like, you mean your food? Interesting. Oh wow, at the motion of snap in American football, after all the players are set, only one offensive player is allowed to be in motion, and he cannot be moving towards the line of scrimmage. But in Canadian football, all of the offensive backfield players, except the quarterback, may be in motion at the snap. That's a pretty big difference. Interesting. Geez, this is a long wiki page about the differences between American and Canadian football. There's a whole page called Comparison of American and Canadian football. So Canada copies America in terms of being weird.
I guess so. So speaking of, I guess, football, not the American football, like soccer. Did you play any sport games when you were younger?
What I remember the most is we always had parties at our friends' houses. We were playing FIFA. A lot of FIFA.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a lot of people like FIFA. They were addicted to it.
Yeah, and I didn't know much about the other series called Winning 11 until I think around the PlayStation 2 era. When they released the US version finally, and I could see why a lot of people preferred Winning 11 over FIFA. Winning 11 was a little bit more simulator like.
Oh, okay. So you could get team roster and stuff like that.
Not like the team roster thing, but more like the simulation on gameplay. It felt more realistic. Like there were some running what's it called, being tired running, and kicking is not as accurate. It's more realistic. Everyone has kicking accuracy stats and things like that. So I actually preferred Winning 11 when I finally played it. FIFA is really? FIFA is more fun for if you're playing with friends that are for fun but competitive as well. Winning 11 is actually funnier because everyone gets frustrated with how real it is. So
okay, it's so hard. It's real. It's not. Yeah.
So it's more you just do things and your character does something weird, and then it's what the heck are you doing? So
yeah. Did you ever play Mega Man Soccer?
I played a little bit, not much though.
What do you think about it?
I don't remember. I thought it was fun, but I think I was playing single player. I didn't play with anyone, so it wasn't as fun as I hoped it would be.
As fun, yeah. No, I agree. I think I definitely found it was really fun, and if you play with friends, it will be a lot more fun for sure. But I think it got less fun once I found there was one spot that if you kick as a normal person, as a normal without using the ability, you would always go in the goal. And the moment I found out about it, I was like, oh, it's not fun anymore. It's not hard anymore. It's not challenging anymore.
Broken
so
piece.
It's like the exploit, I guess. It's the weakness. So it's for listeners who haven't played, Mega Man Soccer is actually really fun. You play it as Mega Man, Proto Man, and any other of the other robots in series, and then they each have their own special abilities. So you can do a special attack kick that will more or less just attack the person in front of them. And some characters, they're immune to other ones, so they're stronger. So if you fight, you use it against fire, it might not work as effectively. So the goalie might be able to catch it. But if you use somebody else, you're more likely to I guess, disable the goalie. So just go right through, and it's like Shaolin soccer in a way. But then after for me, I found there was a spot where we can just shoot and it'll be fine, and without using any special ability. I was like, oh man, it just kind of takes a lot out of the fun of how hard it was, because everything's so easier now, so much easier. And like you said, Tony, it's definitely a lot more fun when you play with friends, and not playing against each other, but playing co-op. So you can pass the ball around, and you yell at your team, or yell at your friends, pretty much. You just say hey, go here. We're gonna pass it and try to beat the bot, pretty much.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun.
You guys, is that co-op as well, where you play as one team sometimes? Can you be co-op?
Yeah. It's on one team.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's co-op in one team. It's pretty much like your team versus or like human team versus bot team, or like you could switch it like any other way around if you want to.
Okay. Huh. I never played that. So I mean, I played it, but I don't remember that.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious about how like Mario Striker was actually.
I think I played it at when you go to Fry's Electronics and they have the demos.
Was it okay?
I think I only played it in that capacity when I was like at the store and they had a demo and I played a little bit of it when they just had it on display.
Yeah.
And it seemed fun. I mean, it was very
okay.
fluid, but it's more like arcade football. So it's more, soccer. Football, soccer. Yeah, whatever. It was more arcadey feel with like super moves. So it was like if you played FIFA with Mario characters, but you had super moves and stuff like that.
Yeah. I feel like it adds a little bit more fun to it. Like I'm fine with like playing like the like FIFA and stuff like that, or like Winning 11. But it's kind of like if you compare like all like the NBA 2K games versus like NBA Jam, where it's so ridiculous that everything just seems like more fun for me.
Yeah. I wonder if they had
So on that note,
no,
sorry, go ahead.
I know they had a Mutant League football, but I'm wondering if they had a Mutant League soccer. Remember Mutant League?
Mutant League. It sounds familiar.
Yeah.
It's just like the American football, right? Mutant League.
Because they had a video game.
Well, they have it on the Switch now.
They have on the Switch?
I don't know. I was typing in Mutant League and then the auto will change it to like Switch. I'm like, oh.
Mutant League was a football game and a hockey game. They didn't have a soccer one. So Mutant League football and Mutant League hockey. So yeah, Mutant League was interesting because it was just taking those sports but then putting like ridiculous characters in it.
Yeah. I find that's more fun for me when like they take any sport game and they just push the ridiculousness of it.
So I'm reading about the original Mutant League football. There's like landmines, fire pits, and other hazards, and things that can be made of rock, ice, or toxic waste. And people can lose health or die during the run of a play. And then
it sounds like what do you call it? There's this anime called I think Eye Shield. And pretty much it's that. It's like people have superpowers or like some sort of super ability and they play football. And you know how anime is and how ridiculous they are.
Yeah. Let me read this part. So, players can lose health or die during the run of the play, upon which they will fumble. Like, what the? Of course. And then teams have special nasty audible plays, which may be violent if not lethal, and may constitute cheating. Examples include exploding balls, invisibility, electric shocks, jetpacks, or attacking the referee or opposition quarterback en masse with the intent of killing him.
Yeah.
So ridiculous.
Yeah, so I just sent you like a thing for Mutant Ball, Tony, but it's for the Switch. I think like a year ago. And I'm watching it, and I'm like, oh, they have guns.
They do? Wait, is this game out now on the Switch?
One of them do. Yeah, it's been out for I think a year.
Wait, no, this is Mutant Football League.
Football League.
This is not the same.
It is. Well, it's not the same, but it's the same concept.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like they just changed the order of the words. It's like instead of Mutant League Football, it's Mutant Football League.
It might be the same, I think.
Oh, is it? Is it by Electronic Arts?
I don't know. It looks like it's the same.
Let me see who published this game.
But I'm sorry,
Electronic Arts.
Oh, Electronic Arts. I don't know.
I don't know if it's the same. Mutant Football League. Mutant Football League is an American football game. Oh, it's a spiritual successor to
okay.
So it's by Digital Dreams Entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was a Kickstarter campaign too.
Oh, that's interesting.
Huh. Yeah, it draws inspiration from the original Mutant League football, and then also from NFL Blitz. It's made of like characters like skeletal deadheads, monstrous orcs, bruiser bots, mutant humans, hellspawn demons, rampaging werewolves, and criminal aliens. And there's buzzsaws and landmines everywhere. And then you can bribe the referee. Interesting. Oh, there's the Monster Conference and there's the Mutant Conference. That's really cool. There's also like parodies of like the actual NFL players. Like instead of Tom Brady, it's Bomb Shady. And instead of Rob Gronkowski. It's the Rob Gronkowski.
Oh.
Huh. Cool. Oh. Instead of Oakland Raiders, it's Crooklyn Invaders. Oh, this is kind of funny. Now I want to play this. Okay. Cool. Anything else about football or soccer?
No, not really. I think those were the only ones that I kind of played and enjoyed. I kind of find like the realistic one kind of boring after a while. It's fun, but at the same time, it's more. I find the ridiculousness of things a little bit more fun. Kind of like was it Mario Tennis? Like a lot of the Mario games, they do that, right? They just add in a superpower or something. Mm-hmm. And it feels like you're playing an anime sort of game where they just like have a super move for no apparent reason.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like Prince of Tennis. That's the one game that I always remember.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because I played that game on the Game Boy Advance. I'm like, this is cool. There's super moves and all that. And they look anime. Then I realized it's actually from an anime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the mailbag.
Okay.
You got mail. You got mail. You got mail. You.
All right, so last time's question was 2 weeks ago. No one answered last week, so I asked it again. So let's see. I'm trying to load the answers. We got the question was, what was your favorite game you played before 13 years old?
Oh, okay.
Kinetic from Enthusiasts, he says maybe Battle Clash. The sequel is better, but that doesn't make the cutoff. What is Battle Clash?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a mech-themed light gun game on the SNES. It used the Super Scope.
Oh, wow. I never had that option. So maybe that's why it's fun.
Oh, do you remember the game Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat,
It was
no.
also like a shooter game. So it says Battle Clash came right before it. So I guess they're related. Cool. All right. And then this is what Judge Greg said. Football. That's where it came from.
Oh.
Yes. And then Brendan from Almost Better Than Silence. He says, if I remember 13 days ago, it's a miracle. But I will say Space Station Silicon Valley. What is Space Station Silicon Valley?
I don't know.
It's a Super Nintendo game. It's about a space station. It got 9.5 on IGN. What game is this? How come I never heard of this?
Okay, now I have to look it up.
Space
Station Silicon. Okay, wow. Is that an N64?
I saw that it was on SNES. Oh, is it? Oh, wait, no, that's N64. Never mind. I looked at the wrong thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, number 5 on IGN and Metacritic of 83. That's pretty good.
The players enter the bodies of animals, gaining their abilities in order to solve puzzles and defeat enemies. Oh my gosh. So you play as a character called Evo, which is a robot that's reduced to a crawling microchip. So you're a crawling microchip. And in order to survive, you have to attack animals and disable them to control the animals. So you're a microchip that you start controlling things that you invest. Huh. That's a really, sounds like an interesting concept. And pretty unique for, like, I guess the game, because you can go into different animals, meaning they had to program, like, a lot of different skills and things like that for each animal.
Yeah.
Now I want to play this game. Space Station Silicon Valley. Oh, the story is that in 2001, Space Station Silicon Valley launched housing numerous animals, but 7 minutes after it launched, it vanished. And then it reappears in year 3000. Interesting. Cool. There's a electronically powered fox with motorized wheels and a steam-powered hippopotamus.
They don't seem like real animals anymore.
There's also a bad guy named Evil Brain.
It just sounds like robots. You're going to robots.
Yeah,
robot animals.
They're saying these are robotic animals.
Kind of like Dr. Robotnik.
Oh yeah,
animals.
that's true.
So you're pretty much just going into like what if it's like it's actually the same world where you just go into that one and you think like you're saving somebody. Maybe it's like the evil brain is Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah, I'm looking at the cover art. The tagline for the game is, in the year 3000, there are no petting zoos.
So Dr. Robotnik has succeeded.
Oh, it's developed... Oh, sorry, it's published by Take-Two. Take-Two Interactive.
Take-Two Interactive? What do they do?
XCOM?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh wow.
BioShock, XCOM, GTA. Yeah, Take-Two is a huge company. They own like Rockstar and 2K.
Oh wow.
So they, back in the N64 days, they published this one.
Wow. That's pretty big.
I'm actually surprised you haven't heard of Take-Two.
No, I haven't. I didn't play a lot of those games.
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
Okay. Yeah, what was your favorite game before you were 13?
I guess either Worms 2 or like Ninja Turtle 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just really fun. I was really enjoying like the beat 'em up games.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think beat 'em ups were kind of like really fun because we were interacting directly with the character.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Okay. What should we ask this week?
If you had 3 hours of sleep, what would you do to function throughout the whole day?
It's a very specific question.
Yeah.
I would have coffee. Lots of it. Actually, that's actually bad because I crash.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
I would try to take a nap. Yeah.
Yeah, I would actually take a nap like in the afternoon, go somewhere like if anything in like a bathroom stall and just sleep for 20 or 30 minutes. I don't have to do anything, just be there.
In the bathroom stall of all places?
If there's no place to lie down or sit and it's like discouraged among the company, yes.
But then in the bathroom stall, wouldn't you just tip over?
No.
You can sleep sitting still?
Depends on the stall, I guess. I guess it depends on the stall. If it's like a tight stall, then you can lean your head or somewhere. But if it's like a very open, spacious stall, then you're more likely to tip over.
I would think you would tip over. Huh.
But I've done it before. I fell asleep in the bathroom.
Okay.
Haven't tipped over. You just see it, like, it's really bad for your back because you have to not kneel down, but you just like bend down more.
Over.
So you have a lower center of gravity. Yeah, hunch over pretty much.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind.
Now I know what you're gonna do after the podcast. Into the bathroom.
Yes, even though there's a bed right next to
Into
me.
your bed. Yeah, instead of your bed, like, no, I will test out this theory.
All right. Okay, well, let's move on to the final lap. All right, we are on social media, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter. On Twitch, I've been playing Spider-Man 4. No, I keep saying 4. Spider-Man on PS4. Like, in like what I intend to be 10, 15-minute sessions that end up being 1 hour because the game is so addicting. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is still not a lot of time, actually. 1 or 2 hour, 1 hour is not.
Yeah, I'm 38.
Relatively.
This past week I haven't played, but last week I got up to 38% completion. 2 hours brought me up from 27 to 38% or 34% or something like that. Like maybe about 5% in 2 hours.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Do you play to get 100%, or do you play just to just have fun and enjoy the story?
Well, the percentage is based on the story. It's not like completion rate. I'm not talking about completion. Yeah, I'm just talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like Zelda.
There's a lot of side things I'm supposed to do. Like I met one of the homeless guys in New York in the game, and he's supposed to be like friendly, and all his pigeons are like sprawled throughout New York, and I'm supposed to catch every one of them. And I'm just like, see ya. I just move on to my mission. Yeah. So once in a while, a pigeon will be in the line of my mission, like in my way. So I would just catch it to get out of my way. Yeah. But yeah, I just try to get through the main storyline, which is actually really good. Like I really like that game a lot.
Yeah, I hear good things, so I don't.
Yeah, I kind of wish some of the QuickTime events were not so strict, I guess. But yeah, if you miss one QuickTime event, you basically die. Like you fail. Yeah, it's just like one misclick or mispress. Yeah, I'm actually considering turning on skip QuickTime because there's an option to skip QuickTime, so it'll play the cinematic, but then you don't have to do anything. You just watch. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So yeah.
So it's really just like a movie.
Yeah, pretty much. The game is so fun though. Like just swinging around is enough. Like I don't even have to do anything else. Just swinging around is fun enough. But yeah, combat's really fun. It's Arkham Asylum style combat.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Do you have anything else?
Nope.
Okay. All right. No time for time travel. Signing off. Hurdy and Warp Speed. See ya.
Bye.
I love the Power Club.
Come with me if you want to live.
I love the Power Club.
No time for time travel.